Let's call a meeting order, the Jackson County Commission, regular meeting, September 10th, 2018. First, we'll have the calling of the roll, Mr. Mann.
Yes, sir. District 1, Mr. Guthrie. District 2, Mr. Venable.
Present.
District 3, Ms. Gilbert.
Present.
District 4, Mr. Sis. Chairman present also.
Thank you, Mr. Mann. Next, we'll have the invocation by Mr. John Porter.
Together. God, we're so thankful for our blessings. We come before you humbly to thank you for those blessings and ask that you continue to bestow those blessings upon us. Give us strength, give us wisdom to these folks that serve the county so well. We're thankful for them and thankful for their families. I pray you'll continue to watch over us, and especially those that may be affected by the upcoming storm hit the East Coast. We just pray for those folks in that area. We pray that you will spare them from heavy loss of life and loss of property. Watch over us all, God. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen. If you would now join Mr. Venable in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we'll have the approval of tonight's meeting, September 10th, 2018. We have a motion to accept the agenda as written. We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Next, we have awards and presentations, and tonight we have none. We'll move on to public comments from citizens. We have Mr. Kevin Dukes with us here tonight, the superintendent of Jackson County Schools.
Yes, what I want to talk to you about is the Paint Rock Valley School. From what I understand, and speaking with Mr. Porter, we'll need the county commission to form a park board. At one time, there was a Princeton Park Board, but from what I understand, that is dissolved now, and we would like to turn over that property for use to the town of Princeton. But in order for it to happen, it's going to take y'all creating some type of park board, and I wish that's something that y'all would consider doing, because the longer it sits there, we want people to be able to use it, and we want people in it, because while it's sitting there now, nothing good while it's just sitting empty.
Yeah.
And I wish y'all would consider that for the near future.
Okay, will it still be an asset of the school system, or will it be the park board?
Mr. Porter?
Well, there's a couple of ways you can do it, and the reason, and just to give a little bit of explanation, the school's there, the community wants to use it, but there's not, the best I can tell, there is not an entity that can enter into an agreement with the school system for the use of it. So, and there was a Princeton Park Board at one time. It was dissolved with the other park boards when we made the county park a department of the county and dissolved all the park boards. So there's not an entity now that can take this piece of property. And so if the commission is of a mind to create a park board and allow that park board to enter into an agreement with the school system, then it would be subject to a lease or some agreement of that nature between the school system and the park board. But you have to create a park board for that to occur.
We would be, the commission would be the one to establish a Paint Rock or Princeton Park Board, whatever y'all want to call it, and then advertise for people that want to be on the board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But what about, the maintenance issue?
Yeah, that's gonna be, who's gonna be upkeep and
And that would be on the park board that was responsible for the property.
and that area has no taxable income or anything.
What exactly do you want it called?
Paint Rock Valley.
Paint Rock Valley Park Board. Any more questions from the commission?
I can, we can certainly do the park board, the funding part. I mean, that would have to be worked out. I don't have an answer for that. I can just tell you from
Well, the
legal
funding,
process.
will we even be involved in the funding part? Because that should go from the park board to the
Correct.
Board of Education.
Right.
I don't see a real problem from a commission standpoint.
The Board of Education's not, you're not interested in any kind of maintenance or.
No.
That's
But then that's gonna create a board that's gonna come back with their hand out.
Where is,
Yeah.
funding gonna come from?
Yeah.
Right. It's gonna create a board that's gonna come back
On
to
the
us.
board to see if they can make it happen, that they can make it happen, and if they can't, then it would come back to
Come
the
back.
Board of Education.
So that would be in the agreement between the Board of Education and the park board. That part would be.
Yes,
All
sir.
we're doing is establishing the board.
Correct.
And having, and advertised for
As
it.
long as the county wasn't on the hook for any
Right.
maintenance costs or anything, I have no problem with it, but.
I have no problem either, but
It'd be
the
very
best.
difficult for it to be, the community to be able to keep that side of the structure up,
Yes.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, we just entered into the park, by the mowing, we're having to take care of that other area with the mowings.
I mean, it's worth a try, I'm not
Yeah,
against
yeah.
doing it, it's just that,
Well,
I
next week.
feel
Go
like,
ahead, go ahead.
I feel like it's gonna take a little time, Mr. Dukes, to kind of form a board. Being a resident over there, and a graduate from Paint Rock Valley High School, I've had, people come to me, want to know what is the next step, what is, the building going to become. But as Melinda just said, without any money involved, tax dollars and things, the questions that I also have been approached by people is, can you get a copy of the utilities? Can you get a copy of the tax records? Which I'm sure, you can give us a copy of those. And I told them, I said, best just leave it lay right now until we find out and see what y'all had in store to do, But, it's something that we as commission cannot just jump on till we know a few answers, I think. Because I've been approached by several different ones here in the last few months.
it would be possible, wouldn't it, Mr. Ford, for us to form the board and let them do some investigating on,
Sure.
and before we enter into.
They can have a
agreement.
park board and then them still not take the scope.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, we could do that, and then if it didn't work out, move off the board,
Right.
it would be
Because-
something that.
Well, go
Sorry.
ahead.
If they were a park board, Mr. Ford, you might be able to answer this, would they be like a nonprofit, or they could apply for these TARCOG grants and other grants?
They would be a governmental agency, be a park board.
They-
Just like our park boards we used to have park boards in every park, but now we don't, so.
I was just trying to find them a way for funding, thinking about
They
it.
can certainly get grants as a public entity.
Well, next week will be a work session, so let's all think about this and bring it up in the next work session. And we'll go from there. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Christine Harger.
Hello, I'm Christine Harger. I live at 518 County Road 550 in Fackler, up on Crow Mountain. And I moved here from Birmingham in April of this year. And I was very active in the government in the city that I lived in there. And I want to do the same here. So I'm trying to catch up with what's the history of what's going on with Jackson County. I talked to a clerk a couple of months back about the minutes being posted on the website, and there were none posted then. And now there are some posted, but it's only from 2008 to 2011. And I've read all that, but I'm still 7 years in the rear of what's happening in this community. So my question is, what is the status of when the rest of these minutes will be posted on the website?
I couldn't tell you a time frame. The lady that handles that is not in our presence right now. I can find out.
Okay.
Well, our website hasn't been available very long. It's
Yeah,
been-
we just now got the website up and running, and we do post all meetings on YouTube, so you can go back and watch. And then Gary.
I just learned that just a few minutes ago, and that'll be good. I had talked to the lady that does the posting of the minutes, I guess a couple of months ago, whenever, and she was telling me that it's very, very time constrained to do this. And I really don't understand why. My suggestion is to get it current is to post current minutes as minutes are approved, and then catch up rather than staying so far in the rear all the time. You know, there's 8 pages or 8 or 9 pages to a minute per meeting. You know, that's 18 pages per month. You know, if we could knock out a month, every month, you know,
I understand,
yeah.
and I appreciate your suggestion, but she has about 9 other jobs too, so that has to come.
Okay, and as far as volunteering without pay, there are not only me, but there are other people that would be willing to assist in getting the scanning done. And I have scanners that I can even bring and loan the county if that needs to be.
If you'll look at the YouTube,
Mhm.
that's better than reading them. You're seeing actually what's going on at the time. And that, you just go on the YouTube, or Mr. Gary Morgan has a blog
Right.
that he has it on there.
Yeah, he
every
introduced
week.
himself a few minutes ago, so I know that's
Right.
a way to catch up. But, you know, if we're gonna be current with everything else, you know, that to get those minutes posted, the way they're posted right now, it's one big 500-page deal. And that's not the way, you know, it needs to be monthly and then categorized by year. Because right now, when you download it, you're downloading 500 pages. And I wanted to look back on the minutes from 2009, but I had to download 500 pages to do that. So that's my suggestion for now.
Okay, well, we appreciate
Thank
your
you.
suggestion and appreciate you coming by. Okay, we will move on to old business. And we will see that we have motion to approve minutes from July 9th work session, July 16th work session, July 23rd work session. I ask that we combine these and make a motion to approve the minutes of all 3 as received.
I'll make the motion combine, approve.
We have a motion, do we have a second? We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Next is for new business. To be a motion to approve the additional days for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's holidays. You'll notice Thanksgiving is 21st, 2nd, 3rd, Christmas 24th, 5th, 6th, and New Year's the 31st, the 1st, and the 2nd. Do we have a motion to adopt these days off?
I make the motion for the Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we didn't discuss the New Year's in the last,
I don't remember discussing totally any of it.
We did back, around the 4th of July when that one fell in the middle of the week and said we'd try to make that days up at the end of the year.
last week's work session, we just had Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
Right.
On last week's work session.
Do you want to amend that motion to leave off New Year's at this time?
Yeah.
What does it fall on the second? What day is that on?
I'm looking right now. Second will be on a Wednesday.
And,
On the other, it's
I would
Monday,
be
Tuesday,
willing to
Wednesday.
give the Friday after Thanksgiving, but we've never given
Given the
the day
Wednesday
before.
before, I didn't think we discussed that last time either.
Let's just table it for a little more discussion back. What is, this is September, right?
Let's have it on next week.
Okay.
Next
And
week's
we'll
work
talk about
session.
next week's work session.
Right.
Because this is more than what we had talked about possibly doing.
Okay.
I'm not here, so
Need a motion to
Do we have a motion to table that?
I make a motion to table it to the work
Do we
session.
have a second?
A second.
Have a motion second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Next, we have a motion to approve rejecting the liquid calcium chloride bid and rebidding.
make that motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Next, we have a motion to approve renewing the Southern Health Partners contract for the jail.
We skipped number.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
Skip
sorry.
number 2.
Motion to approve the 2019 annual public works bid list be placed in minutes.
I'll make a motion with accepting bids.
That's as we discussed last week?
Right.
Okay,
Okay. We have a motion, do we have a second?
second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Now, we'll go to the motion to approve renewing the Southern Health Partners contract for the jail.
I make the motion to approve that contract.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Okay.
All opposed say no. Motion to approve the hiring committee selection for the vacant full-time office clerk position with the sanitation department.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Now, we have a motion to approve the right of entry and license agreement related to the widening of State Route 277 and authorize and direct the chairman to execute the agreement on behalf of Jackson County contingent upon execution and delivery of an appropriate identity agreement from Wisner Enterprises LLC. Is there any discussion on this?
Anything else we need to know about this, Mr. Porter?
Not really. I think in the email I sent to you all, I think I explained, I mean, this is temporary, because they need to get in there and start work on it. They don't have the permanent document in place yet. And with the indemnity agreement from Wisner, then the county will be fully protected. And I would not ask you to sign one until we have that in place.
Well, I'll make the motion, we'll move forward with it.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Next, we have a motion to approve the TARCOG Area Agency Council on, motion to approve TARCOG Alabama Cares contract for COA. And this is just an annual thing that renews at this time each year.
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Next, we have a motion to approve the lowest bidder for billing for the sanitation department.
Question, is this the same people that we've been using?
Yes, sir, Arista. We sent out 2 bids and Arista come back with the other company.
I make the motion to accept.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Next, we'll move on to comments from the staff. Darrell, you have anything else?
No, sir, not right now.
Bob, you have anything?
No, sir.
Jonathan?
No, sir, thank you.
We'll move forward to the commissioners. Ms. Gilbert?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Sis?
I'd like to read one thing here if I can. It's, going back to the Waslow, the ditch. Gary sent this to me and he said, Mr. Sis, thanks for the assistance on the drainage issue. Jonathan took care of the issue this week the best that can be done without the culvert being opened back. Thanks so much for the public works, the work they done above and beyond. I appreciate your input in what was done by the engineer. I feel like he done everything possible to try to fix my yard, and hopefully this will be the last of this issue. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jonathan, for approaching it. Thanks to Public Works and the people that was involved in it.
Yes, sir, I'll thank the guys. I had very little to do with that, but thank you for the kind words.
Mr. Venable?
No, sir, I don't have anything at this time.
Mr. Porter?
I don't think so.
This concludes everything on today's agenda, so with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Meeting adjourned.